Going on, everybody? It's Xavier once again for Office Hours. I'm the Traffic Link. You can find me on most all socials at the Traffic Link. I want to just jump right into it. Somebody finally says yes, and now you need to be able to move the ball forward. They say, "Hey, I want the service. I want what you have to offer. Now what? What do you need to have in place so that you can put them into a sequence that's going to get them the desired result?" A lot of times we don't have this systematized. I think this is the beginning of like business efficiency. And we talked about this before, and we're going to get into talking about it a little bit more and going into actual details about what to collect. And then today we're actually going to open up the Traffic Link app and look at ways that you can collect information so that you can start the process off right. They say that how you start is gonna dictate how you finish. How you do one thing is how you do everything, right? If you start one way, it's gonna be this way always. So we want to nail down what is needed so that we can then we want to nail down what is needed so that we can actually start the process of getting people the results they need. So let's just start off from the very beginning. All right, how many of you guys have seen on social media where somebody might say, "Hey, I'm interested," or "If you want this, comment that," right? "I want this result, so comment that so I can get it," right? There's excellent examples of how to do it, and there's horrible ways of how to do it. One of the things I think that people oftentimes forget is that when somebody is actually saying yes to you, that's a very vulnerable time for a lot of folks because they're at a place where they know they need to change or they're looking to make a change, and they're looking at you as the person that can get that done. This is where a lot of trust is built. When they finally say, "Okay, fine, I know you can give me the transition or the transformation that I'm looking for. Here's my information. Let's get started." There's a lot of things that can go through a person's mind right then and there. One, am I going to get the expected outcome that I'm looking for? Two, is it easy for me to accomplish? Is it easy for me to engage? And then three, are you hearing from me? Are you validating that you heard from me? That's the three things that we're going to talk about today. One is, how you present how they receive that information. They're thinking, "Okay, all right, I'm ready to go." How quickly are you responding back? And if you ever been on social media and you actually commented back, a DM or whatever the comment word they say, and they leave a comment for this, or they say DM me this word or whatever the case is, then you'll see that usually what happens is there's like a immediate, like within the first 30 seconds, you're going to get something in your inbox or in your DMs or even in your email if you respond back. So we're going to talk about what is the information that's needed. Well, first and foremost, if you're dealing with anybody online, if you're dealing with them on social media, or even if they Googled you, they're complete strangers to you. You guys are, in fact, complete strangers to one another. Neither one of you guys know each other, so it's best to try to get to know each other as quickly as possible. So what is some of the information that you need to ask for somebody? One, you need to actually confirm, like if it's a situation where they're responding back, you need to confirm, "Hey, I just wanted to confirm that you wanted to receive X number. If you did, click here," right? You click there, it takes you to a landing page. It might tell you a little bit more about the offer. And you'll notice like it'll be a couple of seconds or maybe a couple of minutes. And they'll be like, they'll ask like, what's your email so I can send that right over to you? So what they're doing is in that scenario is they're actually building a profile, a contact profile on you so they can have the proper information in place so that they can help serve you the right way. And you need to do the same thing. So when somebody's asking you that information, when they're asking that information, you give it back. Then you get your email. You need to be responding back with an email as soon as possible. So there is such thing as asking somebody for too much information, though, and that needs to be said. And if you're going to ask somebody for some information, you need to use that information immediately, as quickly as possible. So if you're going to ask somebody for a name, email, and phone number, then you need to be using whatever information that you need, that you're going to use as soon as you're using it. Otherwise, you can put it off at another time in the process to get that information so that it becomes relevant for you to collect information. Once again, it's a very vulnerable time for people. And when they say yes, because they're like, okay, I'm going to trust you. I'm going to put your information, I'll put my information out there. Are you going to handle it the right way, right? Data integrity and leveraging people's data and the information and having a clear process around how you're going about that is critical for your success, because you want people to feel good when they work with you. If they don't feel good when they work with you, chances are they're either not going to go through with the transaction, they'll bail out at some point in time, or they just simply will do the work with you and then never refer you. And one of the main objectives in doing business with somebody is to to satisfy them so much and give them so much that they're willing to tell their family and friends about you. And then that's how you grow your business organically through word of mouth. So, with that being said, they're going to be collecting their name. You're going to be getting a name from them, and that's one thing I don't like too. Like, I've seen it done to where somebody I might comment the word or I might comment this word, like whatever, to get the thing, and then because I don't use my personal name on my social media account, like for the traffic link account, they'll refer to me as the Frank Kern does this specifically, not to name names, but I'm naming names. He didn't never take the time to say, okay, I have your profile name as this. Is that your real name? Like, if that would have been like a part of the automation, then going forward, I'd feel a lot more comfortable when I see my name in email. And once again, the most important name to anybody in the world is their own name. That's just generally how it goes. Of course, we give all glory to God and the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, obviously, but everybody wants to hear their own name. If you can infuse somebody's name into those first couple of transactions and into those first couple of interactions with somebody, the likelihood of keeping them around for a long time is significantly higher. So you want to integrate someone's name into your automations, into your process as much as possible. So in this case, if Frank would have just said, is your name the traffic link, or is this your name, or is this your profile name? And if I would have said, no, that's not my name is this, and then they could have updated the records and say, oh, my name is this, right? And the thing I like about the Traffic Link app is that any information that is transacted or discussed in the conversation is captured as a part of the contact record. So, for instance, if I were to say that and say my name is this, right, then I actually add that in as my name. So it'll update it and say my phone number is this, and I'd automatically add that as a contact record. That's just something that's built into the Traffic Link app. So, those are things that you need to think about and consider. There's definitely times involved. There's definitely time frames involved. You never want to leave somebody waiting for longer than a minute. Attention spans are getting smaller and smaller nowadays. If you're taking a minute or more to get somebody something that you promised to give them, if they comment a word, then you're taking entirely too long. And if that is the system that you have, then you might want to think about getting a new system, something that's going to be a little bit more responsive, because those response times matter, right? And then you have to remember again, and I'm going to keep on emphasizing this out throughout this conversation, throughout this office hours, that it's all about building trust, delivering on what you said, and making it custom to that person. If you make them feel good in the beginning, they'll stay with you for a long time on the back end. It's an investment that you're going to need to make in the beginning, and do it one time and do it well so that it'll perform for you going down the road. So, and then once you get the email, once you get an email, you want to have a link to something in your email that they can click. For instance, it's best to have if you can pull this off, and maybe it adds too much friction for you. What I mean by adding too much friction is maybe it adds too many steps, right? But maybe, but if you could do it and pull it off the right way, it's going to actually add to your overall experience, right? Go ahead and ask it to make your deliverable make your deliverable available in the email. And what I mean by that is that if there's a download, put the link in the email. And then when you're communicating with somebody with your automated DM bot back and forth, then you can tell them, okay, we're going to send you with the resources in the email. And then when they click on that email, and then you're doing yourself two favors, or maybe three favors. One, you're training your email service provider by giving them an action, or showing the email service provider that, oh, they're actually taking an action. They're actually interacting with the email. They're actually clicking on a link, because all that stuff gets recorded against your domain name, right? And you're also improving your SEO results. So if people were to look for you online or just Google you, they can be able to find you easier. And I don't know how indexing works yet with AI. I need to look at that. And what I mean by indexing is the process in which the web crawlers find your information and make it publicly available. And I think what's happening is, if you index well on Google, and when you go to Google something and it gives you that AI summary, the summary AI at the top of your page when you look for something, and it kind of give you a breakdown, and then maybe give you some resources or links. I think that's being all generated by what's indexing and ranking high. So, again, we could talk about SEO and all that, going into all that, but just know that if you make your deliverable available in your email and ask somebody to click on the link, then you're doing yourself a favor in multiple different ways. It's just a good practice. So I would recommend doing that. And if you guys have noticed today that I'm a little bit congested, I am. I went fishing yesterday, froze my entire tail off, like literally shaking the whole time, and ended up catching a jack king salmon, which a jack salmon basically is a juvenile, an almost adult salmon. And yeah, I froze. And then later on, I thought it was allergies, and nope, it's congestion, because I was freezing my tail off. My friend said I was shaking the whole time. I didn't even know I was shaking. Anyway, that's why. So you guys pray for me, and I'm going to get better. I need to go back and lay down at some point in time and get on some more Dayquil, get some NyQuil or something, knock this congestion out, a Mucinex, whatever I can get my hands on. But we got to get rid of this cold. So, but I'll do it over and over again for the love of going fishing. I love going out on the water. We were actually out in the lake. I mean, out in the river, on the Cowlitz River. So, anyway, I want to kind of go now. I want to try to jump into the Traffic Link app, and I want to pull up our sample account, example of this account, and show you guys how to set this up. If you want to get access to the Traffic Link app, if you're looking to get your own account, you can always go to the traffic.link. You can go there and set up. You can use a promo code office hours to try it for the first 14 days for free if you want to, or you can just comment office hours and I'll make sure I set it up for you. And we'll get in contact and we'll get you set up. So, and all of what I'm going to show you now is available in the Traffic Link app. Just carte blanche, just sign up, you get it gets set up, and then you're going to be good to go. Okay. So, let's go ahead and I'm going to jump into here and I'm going to get it all set up for you guys and kind of show you what this looks like, so I can give you some visuals to go along with, to go along with the, what I was just got done saying. And again, we're talking about capturing leads the right way and how to do that, consistently and, promptly, so that you can start to build upon the trust that you've already started to establish with the content that you're creating, or from being out in a network situation. You want that consistent experience every single time, and we're going to talk about that. And I'll show you what that looks like. So again, we're using a scenario. You're online, somebody's online, or your ideal client's online, and they say they want to get engaged with you. They want to know, how can I get an appointment? You can leave and say, comment this word, and then we'll reply back to you, and we're going to show you what that looks like. So I'm going to open up create a new workflow, and let me go ahead and share my screen here in a second. go back. All right, let me share my screen. Dang, this thing is showing information that's not even on the screen. Oh boy. Hold on just a second. Let me get this together. All right. I think I can just get rid of this. Oh, it doesn't want to go away. Chrome is having an issue right now. Hold on a second. Yeah, this is showing me information that it isn't even it isn't even there. This is crazy. All right, hold on a second. Let me get this together. It's like showing my Facebook profile, and Facebook is even opened up in Chrome. That's the crazy part. OBS is great. I love it. Now it's showing something else is on screen. Quit that. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. All right, so now we can switch. Let's transition over. All right, there we go. Got it together. Thank you for your patience. And all right, here we go. So we're gonna create a new workflow. We're gonna start from scratch. I guess there could be a recipe that you can use. But I'm gonna start from scratch. And this is gonna be IG response. So we're gonna say that we got an Instagram. And they comment on the post. Let's see. Oh, there's no face page associated. So let me go ahead and add that in. Let me create that part first. Let's go ahead and associate it with my Facebook. And IG response. And yeah, we need to do that first. So hit save. Go back. Let's go here to the launchpad. And we'll connect Facebook. Okay. Yeah. Continue as me. All right. Now it's connecting. All right. Now it's connected. All right. Okay. Now we can go back to the automation. If you ever want to find out when you're working on Macs, just click on this. Click on this little time or this clock, and it'll show you the most recent. Click on IG response, and then we'll set the trigger now to Instagram. All right, comments on the post. Page is just like the page traffic link. Post type is publish post. Right. Post is the link is set. I say post contains a phrase, and it will say appointment. We'll say that the phrase is appointment. Okay, so as they click on, they say they an appointment, then it'll start to trigger this automation. So they comment on the post and they say appointment, right? And once you go there, you can go into search. Then you can create a response, and you're gonna go to Instagram DM. All right, let's see here a second. Let me switch. Something really quick. Let me. Okay, just a second, guys. Okay.
Okay.
And my nose stuck and run.
Okay, right here in the middle of the live. Okay.
All right. So
we're gonna work this out. All right. So we're gonna say Instagram DM.
Right. We're gonna say
that.
We're gonna say. Hey.
Hey.
And I'm sure what I would do. Here we go. Hey, and then I go to contact. Name. I just wanted to address you correctly. You by your preferred name. And I'll say is it? And then I'll just put copy this right here. Contact name. Or do you prefer something else? Okay. Hold on, you guys. Just a second. My nose is starting to get busy. Just a second. Okay, let's see. Yeah, leave it right there for transition to this. Just a second. All right. Transition. I'm back. All right. Tissue. All right. So. All right. Is correct, or do you prefer something else? Right. I hit that and I save. One thing you always want to do is create a wait state when you're creating your new, when you're looking at automations. And this is I realize that. So I'm set for 45 minutes. Like if you're somebody that is super technical and you have the ability and the time, this is gonna help. But if you're somebody that doesn't have the time, or you're not super technical, then maybe just calling us and having us do it for you might be the best option. So. With that being said, I just want to say that this might be completely boring to you, but this also might be helpful for you. Right. Again, if you want to try out the Traffic Link app, you can download it. 14 days. And a lot of these automations, things like that will already in there. Matter of fact, I'll make it available to where you can get everything that we worked on in the example this account. And then you can use that as a starting point if you like. Okay. All right. And you want to use the promo code. You want to use the promo code office hours. So two words office hours. Actually, and it's one word office hours. All one word. Promo codes have two words. Office hours is which one you use. Okay. All right. So then I have a DM response. Correct name. All right, let's see where I'm at. Okay. All right. And so then after that, you'll say you'll wait another wait period, and you're gonna wait. That'd be 0.75 seconds. So you want to wait 45 seconds. Right here. I'll put it on here seconds. And then say you want to do an Instagram again. All right, and you're gonna select here. You're gonna go. What's your email address? You can say. And you can say right here. What's your email address? We'll send you the appointment link. right? Because it's going to be in the sense that you're looking to book an appointment.
Right.
So
So
what's your appointment link? Hit save action. Right. All right. And then from here. All right. And then from here, you're gonna send it. You're gonna wait. I think there's a way you can wait. So you go to advanced. Let's see. Communication, SMS. Yeah, this is a way that you can set a wait. Okay, so set like we want to basically wait, and then we're gonna go to an if statement. So all right, none of those formulas work. So we're gonna call this has email. Right? And we're gonna say we want to make sure that there has email. And I'd say branch is contact details. And then we'll email. Email is not empty. So we were basically going to wait for the if the email is not empty. If it is empty, or if it isn't empty or it has content. Actually, let's do it reverse. I don't like working from the negative. Let's work from the positive. If email is empty. Yeah, there we go. If email is empty, then I'm gonna wait. Wait 1 hour. And then 1 hour, and then we're gonna basically let me label this the right way. It's always important that you label it the right way. Wait 1 hour. All right, and wait 1 hour after that, we're gonna make a loop. And I'm gonna set the go to, make it go here. If it has email, and then if the email is empty, and then we're gonna go wait 1 hour, and then we're gonna add a tag. The tag's gonna basically say IG not responsive. And add it as a new tag. We're gonna hit here, and then next thing we're gonna add here is an and. So then we're gonna hit here. We're gonna go and add the tag. Do I want to set it like that? I'm trying to figure out how I want to set this up. Yeah. We're going to add another branch. Oh, I have to add it here. So and the night coins got me going, and the day coins got me going. So I'm trying to fight through it. Basically, you want to add a. Is it contact? Is it in tags? I swear I want to add a tag. We'll just get rid of it for now. All right, we'll hit that, and then we'll say, and we'll add another branch over here. And we'll say, is our tags not available? I gotta figure that out. We'll figure that out. But the gist of it is you want to basically loop them through, right? And then if they loop through one time, then after that one time, you wanna kick them out, which is why you add a tag of IG not responsive. All right, and then it basically just loops them back through, and then basically if you have an email, if they have an email, if the email is empty, then you loop it back for an hour, right? And then after they do that one time, and then you just loop it back up again, you wait an hour. But I want to put a trigger in, and I'll put a trigger in later. But that basically will stop them from being spammed like over and over again. Once they get to like a 3 or 2 count, or maybe like after you try to reach them twice, then bail them out. Okay, and that's the gist of that. Okay, if the email is indeed there, then we want to do some other things, right? We want to basically send an email, right? So basically send an email. And you would basically say, guess what? But your appointment is a few clicks away. Right. Or you can even say something similar to that. Appointment confirmation. Right. Or appointment. What do you want to say? Confirm? Or you want to say? Basically, what I guess we're saying like your appointment. Secure your appointment. I don't know. That's probably too salesy or marketing speak. But your appointment. I just feel like that. Every appointment link. And it says hi, and then you put in their name. Another way to get to their name is using this little price tag looking thing. And put the first name. So thank you for reaching out via IG. Right. And you want to say the channel, and that's nothing too. You want this particular email to be relative to the channel that they're responding to you in. So it doesn't. Again, you're building a customization. You're building a trust. You're building like and trust factors by just these little details. Thank you for reaching out via Instagram. We are looking forward. Know you better and join you. And you'll say, please click this link. And you'll go into your trigger links. And you'll just use a link here. And then click this link to choose the date and time that works best for you. And this is where you can use some like psychology. Speak right here in this moment to let them know this is a first come, first serve situation. You might see something like appointments are going fast, are going fast. So you So into the office in the next 3 to 5 business days. Right. So you're basically giving them like a FOMO, but you also give them like an air of exclusivity by just saying appointments are going fast. So and then put right here. So we reserve dates just for our new patients to get into the office in the next 3 to 5 business days. We look forward to hearing from you. Are so excited to have you a part of it, to have you as a part of our community. Yeah, you say community, right? And then you go patient success team. Dr. Ollie Smith. Right? Dr. Ollie Smith's office, okay? Something like that, right? And you say that. So then that means if they come in through, if they provide you an email, right? If they provide you with an email, you want to wait. And then you ask for an email, you wait 45 seconds, go through there. If they have an email, it goes through here. You know what I'm going to do for now, just to keep this clean. We can fix this later. I'm just going to delete this go-to. Okay. So we're going to delete the loop. Okay. But so you get email. So now you're making your deliverable a part of your email. This is that part I was talking about. So you're making it so that your email now has purpose. The reason why you're asking for the email has purpose. Because you realize that you really don't have a full profile until you have name, email, and phone number. That's what I want to emphasize to you. Like you're building up full profile so that you can have name, email, and phone number. So that if it's any time at any point throughout the lifetime of your clients' interactions, you have the ability to go back, and if you need to call them, you got your phone number. If you need to email them, you got an email. And this may happen prior to them, you might need to reach out to them prior to them coming into the office. Like, for instance, you notice I didn't ask for a phone number now, but in the form that they're going to fill out the appointment, in that form for the appointment is going to be their email address, their insurance information, if they have insurance information. And yes, the Traffic Link app is HIPAA compliant. I will say that part. If you're concerned about HIPAA and privacy, then we are HIPAA compliant. So we can definitely help you with that. Let us know ahead of time, though, that you have HIPAA concerns, and then we'll make sure that you choose the right thing. Okay? So that's how you go about collecting the right information. And that's going down the IG route. But there's other routes that we could take. Like, say, for instance, if somebody wanted to fill out a form, what information should you collect on the form? It's kind of the same principles. Only ask for the information that you're going to use immediately, and make sure that you're building out a full profile. Oh, my goodness. I'm losing it. You guys can hear it? All right. So, yeah, sorry about that. Trying to deal with this code. My new friend, I've gone all of 2025 with no code, and then here I am in May, and now I got to deal with this. Yeah, it takes talent to reach this levels. So, but yeah, so that's that. So, and maybe we can explore that next week. We'll talk about how to collect contact information by using a form, or maybe you don't use Instagram, or maybe you don't use social media to get to acquire new leads or acquire new patients. And we can address that next week, and I'll show you how to build out a form that basically capture the information. But I'm kind of show you what I mean when I say, how to go about collecting the information the right way with the right intent, so that you're setting people up for success, and you're helping people kind of introduce themselves to your business and making them feel comfortable, making them feel seen, making them feel, like they can trust you, and you're starting to build your brand at the very beginning, because how you started is how it's going to end. If you give people the good feels and the butterflies up front, you'll have the good feels and the butterflies in the back end. They'll be happy with what you're producing for them, and you'll be happy with the referrals that they give you on the back end. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this office hours. Thank you guys for staying in tune, and thank you guys for all your prayers for my health, and I get over this cold quickly, and I will catch you guys on the next one. I'm Xavier. I'm the Traffic Link, and once again, if you're interested in joining the Traffic Link and getting the app for your business, then you can go to the traffic.link. You use promo code office hours, right? And you can try it out for 14 days for free. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll catch you guys on the flip. I'm Xavier. I'm out.